What's up, y'all? Rob is at Garage here. We got this LX570 2009 that we're going to be taking these side trims off, these molding panels, whatever trims right here. I'm going for the all blacked out look. Some people prefer to wrap these right here, this chrome part right along here, but I'm just going to take them all because this is how the Land Cruiser, you know, looks anyway. So, and I like the sleek look to it. So what you're going to need is one of these pry tools. What I'm going to do right now is jam it up inside of here. All right, boom. And I'm gonna see how it's got some stuff coming out here already. I'm gonna basically pull this with my finger, use my other hand, slide this to the side. So I'm gonna use my hand to pull this up and keep going as I slide this red thing over. I'm gonna slide this over with my right hand, my left hand, I'm gonna keep on shimmying and making sure that this stays lifted up right here, okay? Just very minimal. And we wanna be pulling kind of forward towards ourselves. You don't wanna push it up against the ride right now because you don't wanna risk scratching anything on the ride. There we go. See how it's kind of coming up now. So we got this whole part lifted up now throughout the whole left and right side. Now we're gonna start pulling this up like this. And we can remove this top piece now. Maybe a little tricky. There we go. Boom, boom. We're gonna set this to the side, do the same thing to this piece right here. And we're gonna come through and clean this all up, make it look nice and good. Now I've tried with the heat gun to heat this up, you know, with this on here still, but what ended up happening was the actual paint itself started getting a little weird looking by the time that it was able to lift it up, you know, so I'm just gonna do it this way and I'll get the sticky stuff off afterwards. Boom. All right, guys, now I got my Milwaukee hooked up to this right here. This is a big eraser essentially. And this is made to get stuff off like this. Rubbing off this 3M stuff right here. A little bit time consuming, but see how it. Now you can see it's working, but it is gonna take a while, y'all. We got all that. So it's gonna take some time, but you know, it's gonna look nice afterwards, y'all. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and knock this whole thing out and then I'll tune back in with you guys. All right, y'all, so continuing on this mission, a Project LX570 blackout right here. We're tinting these rear taillights, and as you can see, I've done 2 coats so far of this right here. This is the same product that I use over here in my first gen Sequoia, as you can see. Although in my Sequoia, I did 3 coats of this, and then I did a coat of clear coat over top of that. You can see the difference. 2 coats looks like, you know, 4 coats on this LX for some reason. So I think I'm gonna stop it there. As you can see, this is what it looks like without. And then this is with the coat. I wanna keep it nice and classy because you go a little bit too dark and it start looking a little bit ghetto, yo. So I think I might just do 2 coats. And then we're also gonna be, my favorite thing to do, plasti dipping. The emblem, the rear emblem. We're gonna get the LX570 logo right there, and then the Lexus logo right here also. And then over here, we're getting busy tonight, guys. We got some wrap right here that I got off of Amazon. And this wrap is gonna be for this side piece right here, this chrome piece, all the way along here. And then I may see where else I can use this wrap also, because I know around the license plate thing right here, we got that chrome also, so we might try to use it there if we can. And let's see, y'all, Project Blackout. Let's get this plastic dip on the emblem. Get this straight shook up. Let's see. We're just gonna do one light coat. We're just gonna go coat by coat, you know? Now we're gonna step over here to the nightshades. We're gonna shake this up. Give it a little 10-second shake. Hit it with a little second coat. Boom. Now we're gonna wait for that to dry. Y'all, now we're gonna get this gloss clear over top of this. You know, a little light coat. Stand back for this one. Dang, I hope it look good, y'all. I hope it don't come out a little janky. Ooh, that come out like a can of mace.
Yes.
Like, yeah. Like the police.
Yeah.
Freeze, sucker.
It's pretty fast.
There we go. We just gonna hit it with a little you know? Now, oh, time to double back. Let's go ahead and coat up with this one, Classy Dip. Get a little shaky on this joint. All right, that one take a little bit. It's taking too long, but we just gonna keep on waiting. All right, guys, so we're back on the LX. This is like day 2 technically, but you know, it's been a while. I've been riding around looking really ghetto, even worse than this previously, because Jesus Christ, this sticky stuff right here, or this, like, it's not even sticky anymore. Whatever was behind this, you know, panel trim stuff is a biatch to get off, man. Look at this. Scratched it with my nail and it barely comes off. See that? Barely comes off, man. So imagine doing that times 1,000 on here. And look at this. I got this hooked up to the Milwaukee, you know, and look at how slow it chips away at it. Now, obviously, I got to put some more pressure on it. Uh-oh. That came off. That ain't good. Now, obviously, I got to put some more pressure on here to get it off. But imagine doing that for, oh, man, yo, minutes and minutes and minutes on end, yo. So the other side, I'll show you guys real quick. I was able to get as good as I can. Also, I'm putting some more layers of Plasti Dip on these emblems because as I was trying to peel off the excess, it was a little bit too thin. So it was going to take forever to peel off also. So now I'm, you know, tripling down even more on these coats over here, okay? But check this out. This how it's ended up looking. These are just kind of rub marks that I can get off with the, what do you call that? Some like compound wax or whatever like that. And I'm going to, I got the little machine to wipe it down. That should blend right in, hopefully. Worst case, I'll holler at my paint guy and, you know, we'll figure something out. So that way we're looking brand spanking new. But yeah, so like I said, doubling down on that, getting this finished so I can wipe this down the best I can and, you know, do the same on both sides. And then I'm gonna take this off right here, but I attempted in the middle of the night to start putting on this black trim, but it came out really sloppy because it was late at nighttime. You know, I couldn't barely see anything. So we're gonna take this off, but we've also got, and I'll add a link to it in the description. We also got right here, this is some satin wrap essentially for the, I cut it in half, so what I did, because this is a little thick, so I went ahead and sliced it in, you know, 2 halves, right down the middle. And that's gonna be for the side trim on the windows, around the windows. I've also got for the door handles, this satin wrap right here that I'm gonna throw in the door handles. Hopefully that's not too difficult. And then I also got, to top it all off, these for the fog lights for the time being, okay? So the goal is gonna be to black this whole thing out. Like I said, door handles, we're gonna get the trim right here. We're gonna get, and this ride is really dirty right now, but we're gonna get these, you know, washed off good. And if I got to, I may sand them and clear coat them, but looks good enough. Because I'm gonna change these out eventually to some 4 bangers, some yellow 4 bangers. And we're gonna probably Plasti Dip this around here because I end up getting rid of this anyway when I throw the 4 bangers in there. And in this whole grill, we're about to Plasti Dip most likely. I see some people do wraps on these, but all these like crazy angles and everything, it's gonna take too long. It's gonna take forever. So we may just go ahead and maybe mask off the inside of this so it doesn't get all janky. And, you know, mask this camera off also. And pop the hood up, put some cardboard behind there and Plasti Dip the whole front. So we got all blacked out front grill. I'll update you guys as I go. Hopefully everything turns out good. Oh, we also got, don't forget about these trim pieces back here, you know, around the license plate and everything. So let's see how it turns out. All right, guys, so check this out. I got this trim done, you know, relatively clean right here. Now check this one out. What I try to do with this one, now the Keep came, X-Acto knife tool, and I'm trying to refrain from using it a whole bunch now because what I realized is when you try to cut around these edges nice and, you know, clean and do it how it should be done, look, you get these little, you can't really see it too well on camera, but you get stuff like this. Look at this corner right here. See how like a little bit of chrome is sticking through right here and right here, and you know what I mean? It looks kind of bad. So literally what I did was I lined the line that was the straightest, I lined up right along the bottom of here. And then on this, you can see that you can barely see. See how it's like barely a different shade of black? This is the wrap right here. And what I did right here is I just kind of push it right down on top of this, the whole thing, you know? So essentially that's what I did. And this looks way cleaner, in my opinion, than this one right here. So when you stand back in person, in real life at least, so you can kind of see it. Look, see how it's got a couple little spots? Now, obviously I'm not a professional rapper, you know, a car rapper, you know? So what I'm gonna do is take this off of here, and I'm gonna do these two rear ones and the other side also, like how I did this front one right here, because I think it looks way better like that than it does this way. You can see this, I did this whole side like that. You see like right here, like I try to cut it and did it cut too early, and you know, look up here, see the trims kind of looks a little whack, it's kind of ghetto. So, you know, you look back here, I couldn't get around that too good. So I think I'm gonna literally just cover the whole thing and just cover, you know, cut only where I need to cut at, right on the edges, right before the paint begins. That way, you know, looks a little better. All right, y'all, we got the front grille masked off. Now we're about to hit it with the plasti dip. I went ahead and made sure that I cut a little cutout for the camera so that doesn't get plastied over top of. And let's go ahead and hit it, y'all. Hopefully it looks a lot better. All right, guys, check it out. We're making some progress on the front grille. Plastic dipping little by little, coat by coat. You know, as soon as it starts to look really wet, I go ahead and, you know, before it starts to drip and everything, I go ahead and let it dry. Then I do another, you know, couple coats on top. And because plastic dip, it ain't really like paint to where you got to like, you know, light coat and then light coat and light coat. You'll be here for 2-3 hours straight doing that. With this plastic dip, you got to, you know, like I said, and get it to where like it look like it's wet like that. Let it dry and then do it again. So that's what I've been doing. Now it's finally looking black instead of, you know, light gray. And I went ahead, as you can notice right here, I used this yellow tint that I got, and I went ahead and tinted that. It actually came out pretty clean, man. I'm surprised. You know, basically what I did was I plastered it on top of here. It's like a sticky side and a non-sticky side. I put the sticky side, like, you know, one finger, boom, sticking right here. And then I kind of just heated it up and pushed to the outsides as I heated it up, you know, little by little to the outside. And then the outside was really wrinkly. So what I did was I just cut out the excess, just gave it a little bit of slack, you know, because I didn't want to cut it up to where, you know, you see a little bit of the clear showing instead of the yellow. And then I just went ahead and heated it up the rest of the way, you know, mush it down nice and flat. Then I pushed, you know, the excess back up inside of there, you know, so that looks good. I'm happy how that came out. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side, and, you know, we'll see. I'll show you guys the final, you know, product of the grill and the lights. All we have to do tomorrow after this is just do the handles and the tail light area where the chrome goes around the tail lights. So we'll knock that out tomorrow. Update you guys then. Oh, also we got a plastic dip these little circles right here too. We'll plastic dip those. Also, I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to do it, because masking off this interior piece is going to be difficult. You know, just a little headlight instead of, you know what I mean? It's going to be difficult, so I'm going to go ahead and figure that out. And, yeah, y'all, let's knock this out tonight and get ready to work tomorrow morning and then come back and finish this off. All right, guys, front grille is plastic dipped. I went ahead and went with a satin clear coat. Here it is right here. Boom. That's what I use to clear coat it. Didn't come out too bad, you know, I like it. Right now it's still drying, so it looks a little bit wet still. It'll, you know, look a little bit more matte finish once it's fully dried. I figure you guys might want to see this right here. A little bit of ASMR for you. Try to get focused in. A little bit of boom. You know, got that camera. Looking good, y'all, looking good. All I gotta do is black out the chrome trim around these fog lights down here, and I think it's gonna look a lot better. So we'll work on that tomorrow, and we'll get back to you guys. All right, guys, check it out, check it out. We've got the trim around the tail lights blacked out. The tail lights themselves are blacked out. You can tell the difference here between this and that. There's a slight difference. Now, this is obviously a lot further ahead in time because I got my rod hooked up and everything, but I wanted to go ahead and show you guys, you know, the final product. You know, I didn't want to leave you guys hanging. And I went ahead and got a little black F Sport license plate. You know, I got the black wrap around this. I try my best to get up, you know, up underneath it there, make it look real nice. Got the emblem. I was thinking about trimming out, you know, this part of the emblem, you know, the inside, but it's good enough for now. The handles, check these out. I got these from China, and these are just held on by double-sided sticky tape. I think in the future, and the only thing that kind of sucks about these that I got from eBay is that it has the hole right here to lock and unlock, but on the back ones it doesn't, because I believe these are made for like a LC200 that does not have those little holes to lock and unlock on the rear, so it blocks them on here. So I got the holes on the back, but it's blocking the hole. But I just double-sided sticky taped it anyway on here, and I wrapped these. These came in carbon fiber color or something, like carbon fiber, fake plastic carbon fiber, and I wrapped them in that thicker wrap that I had. Like I said, I'll leave both of those links in the description, but that's what I did. Oh, this one's a little loosey-goosey right here. I gotta throw some more double-sided sticky tape on that. This is just a temporary fix for right now. I think what I will do in the future, if it's even possible, is take the LC200 black handles and just put it on that, you know? And as you can see also down here, remember I was showing you guys that I had that ugly looking mark on the whole side of the ride? I took it to my buddy, that's a painter, and what he went ahead and did is polished the whole side. So now it looks so nice you can't even tell anything was right there. And then check out the front. I got him also to clear the headlights because the headlights was looking real ghetto and yellow. And then down here I got these, you know, plastic dip. Still look kind of ghetto, but I'm about to get a whole new front bumper in the future anyway, coming soon. And then we got, you know, boom, this looking good. You know, and then look, this joint done broke on me, yo. I'm just gonna keep the wrap on there. That way it just doesn't shatter and fall to pieces, but that broke. But anyway, y'all, the plastic dip and everything is held up good. The handles and everything are looking good. You know, blacked out tint. Oh, and I got this looking good also right here. You can see, you know, good enough at least. And I know you can also replace these trims, which are actually really easy to replace. I just replaced the trims right there on the window trims on the second gen Sequoia. Super easy. It took me like 5 minutes to do. So I might buy the LC200 ones that are black, you know, for this right here. That way I've got them in black and I don't got to worry about the, you know, wrap flaking off or whatever. But yeah, y'all, so I just wanted to show y'all a little update, you know, how we're looking, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. Robin's at Garage.